Most ships' wheelhouses are located at the stern, but not all ships are like this. After all, ferries, cruises, and car carriers, they set the wheelhouse at bow of ship. It has special reasons. Take this cargo ship as an example. This bulk carrier with a crane, mainly carrying bulk cargo. It can be regarded as a representative of standard cargo ships. The cab is located at the stern. There are at least 6 reasons behind this. First, it's a historical tradition. Sailing was simple in the past. They could control the direction with a rudder rod. The rudder had to be installed at the stern, so the captain naturally stayed there. Let's talk about the convenience. The engine is directly connected to the propeller, so it was installed at the stern. The living area, bridge, and the engine room are all in the same area for saving time. This design ensuring safety. The main activity areas of the crew are concentrated together, so can be close to the lifeboat, fire equipment, and medical areas. If there is bad weather, the crew will already be in the safest position on the ship. They can avoid dangerous areas and don't worry about the deck being hit by waves when the ship enters the port and needs to maneuver. The stern is actually the best command position. Standing at the stern, you can more clearly grasp the movement of the entire ship. When you turn the rudder sharply to turn the ship, the whole ship is like circling around a fulcrum. The bow turning is expected, but the real large swing is actually the stern swinging in the opposite direction. Placing the cab at the stern, it makes the sharp turn of a giant ship much easier. The most crucial is that, for ship owners, putting the cockpit at the stern can maximize cargo capacity and operational efficiency. The engine placed at the stern takes up space, so the cargo space is naturally smaller. The stern doesn't make money anyway. Why not put other non-revenue generating facilities here? Since putting the bridge at the stern has so many benefits, who would consider other positions? There is a reason for this design. Take this ship as an example. If the cab is placed at the stern, the crew would see nothing. Look, the containers in front of the bridge are tilted downwards, so that the crew can see the situation near the bow and still want to maintain the same view. If the gangway is moved to the stern, it would sacrifice a lot of cargo space, and the gangway would have to be built very high. That's foolish. They still retain some advantages of the gangway at stern. The crew cabins and lifeboats are close to each other, although it's not a big problem on such a huge ship, but it can at least avoid the worst waves at the bow. Some compromises have to be made. The living area and engine room are separated, and the ship will shake less when turning. However, this ship will be equipped with tugs and a lot of electronic auxiliary equipment. It displays the navigation track and turning pivot points. It makes sense for a giant cargo ship. But what about other ships? Take cruise ships and ferries, for example. The bridge of these ships has always been located at the bow. It has been done for hundreds of years. The most crucial issue is the view. Passengers want spacious space, but also cabins with windows and open decks. So there must be enough superstructure above the hull. The cab must be built high, or it has to be moved towards the bow. Obviously, it is most reasonable to put the Cambridge at the bow. The actual compromise is much smaller than you think. The whole ship is a living area. There is no functional zoning at all. Life-saving and safety equipment are evenly distributed. You can find them quickly wherever you go. The exposure risks on passenger ships are also different. Both the cockpit and living quarters are protected by hulls. As for the handling, passenger ships are indeed more difficult to drive, but you can also see a practical design. The wings of the bridge will extend out of the hull, so the captain can see the surrounding situation. But when driving a passenger ship, you have to keep in mind how long the ship is behind you. The swing is definitely beyond your imagination for big ships, so moving the bridge back, it is reasonable for cruise ships and large cargo ships. The car carrier is the same as the container ship. To make more space for loading, the cockpit can only be moved backwards, ensuring the view. The living area is stuffed into the top deck. There is no cargo to be stacked here. This height keeps it away from the water, although it is far from the stern lifeboat and the lower engine room. But this is the trade-off that these ships had to make. OSV working vessels and most offshore vessels. The bridge is also located at the bow. It determined by the nature of the ship's work. These ships have special working natures, so the stern deck must be kept empty. These ships often perform towing operations. Crew members have to work on the open deck, so protective measures must be in place. Interestingly, these ships are too maneuverable. They often reverse in narrow waters. This design allows the captain to better understand the ship's movements. So many old captains prefer to drive backwards. So what will ships look like in the future? Many concept drawings of future ships have moved the cockpit to the bow. Those cutting-edge offshore workboats and passenger ships. After all, they look like they have a futuristic feeling. This design makes sense. these alternative propulsion systems, such as wind power generation devices, which takes up a lot of deck space. Moving the bridge forward can perfectly solve the problem of blocked views. In the past, problems of wave protection and comfort for crews, lifeboats can be embedded in the bow cabin design to be protected. With the help of modern technology, the overall protection is directly full. Everyone pay attention to this bow design. Its shape allows the hull to easily break through the waves and protect other parts of the hull from wind and waves. The future is always a tug-of-war. On one side is traditional experience, and the other is innovative technology. We need to find a balance.